Carey Fraser, Stephen Wacom will be the referees. Brian Murphy, Ray Scampanello are the linesmen for tonight's game.
And would the first goal of this hockey game spell victory for the Red Wings? No, not necessarily. Would it help? You bet.
They have not had one yet in this series. Face-off goes to the Avs, and Kasparaitis will dump that through center at the blue line. Sakic's line out there. Ryan Prett and Hejduk in the corner. Hejduk is not at a point in 4 games. He is due. He leads this team in shots in this series, but as of yet, nothing to show for it. Third back up for Olsson. Adam Foote let him go by. Played back by Kasparaitis. Steve Yzerman out there on the line with Fedorov and Shanahan now against Sakic, who stays out. Colorado making a quick line change as Sakic heads to the bench. Fedorov had it knocked away. Forsberg out. Dumped in along the near side boards. Forsberg, Chris Drury, and Brian Wilsey on this line. Wilsey, the intercept, center, shot, Hasek. Whoa! On the short side, Dominik Hasek, almost another first goal for Colorado. Drury with an outstanding play to help set that up. Played behind the net. Vries coming back to get it.
And the biggest challenge for the Avs is fighting adrenaline and trying not to win the game in the first 5 minutes. You do that very often, you make mistakes. No mistakes here.
Taken down low, wraparound Messier. Hasek just able to find it. Adam Foote, shot blocked. And Colorado comes up with the early jump. Taken away from Maltby by Foote. Before we could forget, our congratulations to the Carolina Hurricanes. What a season. To the finals they go. They await the winner of this. Joe Sakic dumped it in behind the net to Ryan Prett. Ryan Prett looking to the point. Colorado is shipping their D down low right away in this game. Hejduk to the middle. Hejduk, a chance, save. Hasek, rebound goes wide. As both Ryan Prett, Sakic, Vries is in front of the net with the puck, Foote, save made. I mean, Colorado had nobody at the blue line for a moment. Both of the defensemen were down below the dots. Ryan Prett takes it back. They're going for the victory early. Here's Sakic. Sakic spinning, takes the shot wide of the net. Rebounded far side to Devereaux, clears it out.
Well, really, Colorado is really picking up where they left off in Game 5 because they activated their defensemen.
We may see both of these teams going through some line changes tonight. Scotty Bowman will do it if he doesn't sense offense coming their way. And Bob Hartley will do it if he senses he needs to play his stars more. Oh, Yelle went down hard. Yelle getting up, holding on to that right shoulder a bit. He's still there. Shot deflected behind the net. May have hit Holmstrom on the way through. He's the Red Wing who fell. Played on the far side, Dandino. And you do have a sense of extreme urgency early in this game.
No kidding.
Both teams.
Especially in front of Patrick Waugh. What a battle between Muir and Holmstrom.
Played back in the corner by Igor Larionov. A takedown far side. Here's Robitaille. Save made right into the chest. Rebounded back to Duchesne. Duchesne, Larionov cutting. Larionov, they've got Holmstrom in front, banging away. Open, Robitaille missed the net. He had nobody within 10 feet of him.
He couldn't have known he had that much time.
Fedorov this playoff year at 49% on draws. Sakic's open for a minute. Sakic shot, save made. Partially deflected on the way in by Chelios, but he turned him. Draper drops it. Shanahan in for the game winner. Shanahan! Hit the post! He had one! 4 feet out of the crease. Brendan Shanahan with a chance to put it away. And after that game, Brendan Shanahan said, fate has not been kind to us, but it's not because of the way they're playing. They still believe. And comes back to Olsson on the near side. Early shots in this game, not many. 4-1 right now on the board in favor of the Avs. That one rolls to the near side. Left behind the net, kicked away by Devereaux. Devereaux wraparound. Patrick Waugh was there.
What a beautiful wraparound by Boyd Devereaux. That had net written all over it.
Drury left and missed one shift with an equipment problem. He's right back out. Peter Forsberg in. Forsberg trying to line it up. Kasparaitis had to go by him. Didn't realize where it was. Sends it back. Brian Wilsey. Wilsey has played exceptionally well in the 2 previous games. A rookie, his first playoff experience, and has played a lot wiser than that on the ice. Drury intercepted. Off the near side, Forsberg doing battle, and I mean doing battle with Olsson. Chipped away to Kasparaitis, to Forsberg. Forsberg looking for a little help here. Tried to dump it down the wall. Olsson hit him in the chops. Cleared back out to center, Shanahan.
Up where they left off. It worked in overtime, that combination. Go back to it.
Duchesne, that one knocked down by Waugh, and then he had a take care of the rebound as well. They've got Robitaille in the high slot. Pass to him, blocked by Vries. Shot back off the defenseman's stick by Sergei Fedorov. The step up against Messier by Devereaux. Loose in the corner. Holmstrom over to help. Fedorov kicked it to him. Holmstrom with Vries bumping on him. Holmstrom with that great strength, trying to turn it back on top. Could not. Fedorov came back to get it. Fedorov near side. Devereaux, big puck challenge. It's loose near side. Fedorov can't get to it. What a pile up. Waugh got knocked down. He's back up. Duchesne shot blocked by Larsen, and they collide. Yelle trying to clear it out. Tied up on the boards. It comes to center. Messier's got a headlock over there on Fedorov. Both teams change it.
If you're expecting something conservative out of this game, it's apparent that we're not going to see it.
Through their illustrious history, and for the Detroit Red Wings, there's a lot of that 76 years worth. Penalty coming up, first one of the game, another haul down. Detroit's going to get the call here. There's the whistle. Larionov, Holmstrom set up in front, kicked it back to the point. Lidstrom near side, a one-timer. While reaching, probably would have been wide. He hung on. Holmstrom didn't like the fact he got hit by Foote, so he turned around and hit Vries, and then Foote said, "No, that was me."
But you got both of us to deal with.
Drury tried to clear it up and bounced back to him. Played back into the middle. Kasparaitis, Forsberg near side. Kasparaitis brought it in. Olsen able to knock it away. Still not out of the zone. Forsberg's got it. Drury heads to the middle. Forsberg turning, looking for a defenseman on that far side. Will take to the middle himself. Still gets open. A shot missed it wide. But that's the way he has played this playoff year. Kasparaitis hit and knocked down by McCarty. He's all right. Back the other way, it's a 1-on-2. Backhander on Waugh. Save off Draper.
And you wonder why it's hard to play man-to-man coverage on Peter Forsberg. Yeah.
What a playoff year. Trying to find that offense. Off the face-off, it got tied up in the circle. Yzerman and Sakic. Sakic will get credit for the win. Forsberg trying to kick it out. Did not down low. Yzerman tied up by Blake. Rob Blake just saved a goal. Off the point. Lidstrom shot. Yzerman knocked it down. And a great save. The goal counts. The goal counts. The goal counts. Patrick Waugh thought he had it in the glove. He went to hold it up. It fell down behind him and went in.
What an incredible finish. What an amazing finish. When Steve Yzerman missed the first one, the first thought was he may never score again with a chance like that. He gets a second chance, and it looked like Patrick Waugh was stoning him. Rob Blake with an exquisite defensive play on Steve Yzerman. What happens? They come right back, and Steve Yzerman with another chance. Robbed, it looked like, by Patrick Waugh. I've got it. Oh my gosh, I don't have it. Brendan Shanahan was in there too. I still don't know who scored it. But Patrick Waugh thought he had it in his glove, and he did not. He did not.
We'll have to wait for the call whether that crossed the line before somebody else hit it or not, but what a goal. Steve Yzerman, amazing.
And that is tremendous D.
They were the third best defensive team. Hasek, a big save. Hejduk had room on the right. Sergei Fedorov's got it on side. Shot, save, Waugh, and he holds this one out. You want to talk about being cocky? How about that? 32 seconds into the period, after he had given up a goal, trying to do a Statue of Liberty when he didn't have the puck, he comes right back and says, "Yeah, well, watch this."
I got this one. I got this one. I think, I know, I'm going to go ahead and do it.
Oh, man.
Milan Hejduk with a great shot, and looked like a routine save for Hasek. It wasn't. The great speed and leg drive of Sergei Fedorov, but the puck wouldn't lie down. Look at the puck in the air. He never did get much of it. That time, Patrick Waugh watched it until he had the webbing squeezed around it from our Southwest Airlines goal cam. Say, look, okay, I'm 1 for 2 on Statue of Liberty. I'm coming back.
He's amazing. He is amazing. Almost an odd man rush. Point chance taken. Shot went wide to the near side and out of the zone. Devereaux's had a couple of chances in this game. Duchesne will chase this one down and whistle behind the play. We're going to get at least one penalty called here. Terry Fraser way behind the play is taking Robitaille and Foote. Poke checked away from Olsen. Hejduk in the middle. Pass behind him. Lidstrom turns it. Fedorov's got it. Fedorov and Yzerman the forwards. Lidstrom. Olsen have been out there defensively. Fedorov again dropped it off. Shot. Yzerman outside of the net. We mentioned Scotty Bowman wanted his team lugging the puck into the zone and not dumping it. They are doing that here in this game. Peter Forsberg knocked away by Chelios.
You see what happened in the last Sergei Fedorov rush. When you let him get speed in the neutral zone, he is like Peter Forsberg, what Brian just showed us. When Fedorov gets his speed, he backs defenseman off and gives him time to get his big shot away.
Chelios was in the big battle. Here comes Fedorov again. Shot up by Skula, saved by Waugh. Fedorov chasing down. There's a whistle behind the play. Another whistle at the other end of the ice.
Well, Steve Walkham said, okay, my turn. It's at my end. I think he's going to take both Kirk Maltby and Darius Kasparaitis.
Penalty, Maltby, holding. Minor penalty here, unsportsmanlike conduct. Diving.
All right, Darius Kasparaitis gets a dive and Kirk Maltby gets a hold.
You figure out who's doing what.
I can figure that out. Steve Walkham's calling penalties there. I got that figured out.
We remain 4-on-4. Fisher picks that one up. Near side boards. A lot of room out there for the speedsters. Fisher back. Larionov's open. Save Waugh. Came out and cut the angle down on that one. Larionov got it back. Twists. Turns. Got tied up from behind. Detroit's had the advantage, as we said, on the draws here so far. Shanahan's pass blocked by Trepanier. Dumps it deeper into the corner. Yelle came back to try and get it. Trepanier goes flying by there. Trepanier getting a chance. He played 3 minutes 2 seconds in the first period. This is second game of the playoff year.
And he can skate. He's a defenseman by trade. Played a couple of games at forward during the season. But he's quick, and you've got to be quick to play against Detroit.
Boy, a couple of shots by Steve Duchesne, including an Avalanche player down on the ice. Steve Duchesne laid out Stefan Yelle. There was a retaliatory effort made against him, and he knocked the other guy away.
Could the Avs lose 4 guys in 4 games? Watch Steve Duchesne with this hit on Yelle. Yelle's leg went down under him, and it looked ugly.
Ugh.
Remember, the Avalanche lost Mike Keane in Game 3. They lost Alex Tanguay in Game 4. They lost Dan Heinold in Game 5. They're running out of bodies. One of the keys here, though, is that their top 6 have stayed healthy. The top 2 lines have stayed healthy. That looked like a clean hit by Duchesne to me, and it just was Stefan Yelle's leg looking ugly under him.
It ended up with the check being up around the shoulders and neck because Yelle was leaning way down when he was trying to handle that puck. And I'll tell you, this is a great sign after you saw where that leg went. For him to be able to get up and move away is
Well,
is
we'll
a big
see.
positive, even if he can't stay in the game.
Yeah, it's better than a stretcher, but he's not putting any weight on it. Watch his right leg. Oh, my gracious. Ay, ay, ay. You know, there's certain replays that hurt from all the way up here.
That hurts.
This is one of them. This is one of them. Oh. That could be anything from ankle to knee to leg to groin to hip. Yeah, but there's one thing, Steven Reinprecht can also play center, so we'll see.
Here's Hejduk. Hejduk coming around the near side boards. Dropped that one off. Sakic centered by Wilsey. Deflected before it got on Dominic Hasek. Wilsey centered again. Sakic a chance. Hasek covers. A good cycling shift for the Colorado Avalanche. Back out the center. It's loose. Draper's going to get away. Draper coming in a 2-on-1. Shanahan open shot. Save made by Waugh. Ended up in a 3-on-1. Shanahan had the chance. Backhander save made. Draper tried to put it home. Shanahan back on top. Shot. Fisher. That deflected off the bodies in front. Drury picks it up. End of his shift here. So Skula will head to the bench.
Right. The Red Wings look good with a 1-0 lead. Just wait till you see what they look like with a 2-0 lead if they can get one.
There goes the stick in the puck as Holmstrom trying to tip it towards the net. And a Foote without a stick. Robitaille cleared it back in behind the net. Foote gets a forward stick, get his own stick back in the middle. Shot. That one wide of the net by Olesen. Takedown behind the net. It is tough. See Duchesne getting into it along the near side with Trepanier. Knocked down Kasparaitis. Kasparaitis, the puck rolled away. Take back up Enrico Hall. Hall cleared it up and went through Duchesne to center.
Oh, man. Kasparaitis and Holmstrom still going at it. Right beside Patrick Waugh. Velcro, hockey, everywhere.
Larionov gets it over to Duchesne to Robitaille. Robitaille back to Duchesne for a one-timer. It was an aerial he couldn't get a stick on. Kasparaitis cleared it up. sticks, pucks, gloves laying on the ice in the middle. Hejduk cutting. Shot, save made, and held on to as Sakic had the opportunity. He broke the record a couple of games ago. Centering pass, Drury almost. Drury was waiting, the puck skipped across in front of him. Larionov, his chance blocked. Larionov ran it right back in on Wild with Holmstrom charging and shoving in front on Adam Foote.
Boy, I'll tell you, Demolition Man is certainly earning that nickname in this game.
Peter Forsberg, 27 points, leads the NHL scores this playoff year. Tonight, one shot.
One shot, but a lot of friction. So our Visa replays feature Peter Forsberg, but here, he was actually hanging on to Maltby. Adam Foote probably assumed that it was Maltby that was taking Forsberg down. I'll tell you what, anytime around the benches, it's like trying to play dodgeball in a traffic circle when the line changes.
Skula drops it back. Forsberg tipped it into the middle. This could be an on-man rush the other way. On the right side is Maltby, brought back in by McCarty. Shot, score! Down McCarty! And the Detroit Red Wings have a 2-0 lead. He scored a hat trick in the first game. He had not scored since. He gets one here in Game 6.
And another odd-man rush for the Red Wings. Mention that it's a double-edged sword. You send your defensemen, you activate them, you make sure they're involved. But against the Detroit Red Wings, if you make a mistake, you're going to end up with an odd-man rush the other way. The fourth odd-man rush for the Detroit Red Wings. That was Marty Skula, number 41, that went in deep. His pass misfired. He caught himself with his own pass. McCarty took one look over to the right and said, no, baby, I'm going to take this one myself. And Patrick Roy rarely gives anybody any room on the short side. McCarty picked up on that. His fourth goal in this series.
Only player to give Detroit a 2-goal lead in this series. He did it with a hat trick in Game 1. He does it here to make it 2-0. Brett Hull's the other who has Wa's number. He's had 10 playoff goals against Wa. Cam Neely's the all-time leader with 17. Reinpret into the corner. Check put on by Lidstrom. Let's see what Shanahan gets. 2 or 4 or more. It's a high sticking call. Larsen took it in the face. They're going to go over and take a look to see if it drew blood or not, because that often will automatically result in a double minor. Doesn't look like it.
No.
Shanahan actually went back after Larsen, and then Larsen came after him.
Brad Larsen couldn't get up there quickly enough with a sharp fingernail.
Minor penalty on the play, number 14, Detroit. High stick.
Steve Walken with the call. Watch Larsen and Shanahan. Yeah, there was contact. I don't think it was as hard as Brad Larsen made it look, but then again, that's the way it's done these days.
And that's what angered Brendan Shanahan.
Hear what he said? He hooked me. But he did, but you still can't touch another guy in the face with your stick.
High sticking, 14:36. Don't cry.
Shanahan. Don't cry.
We remind you again, though, if the stick's up, it doesn't matter whether he touches it or not. 14:36, time of the penalty. Second power play of the game for the Colorado Avalanche. Chance to cut this to a 1-goal lead. Forsberg is in front of the net. Sakic and Blake are back along the point. Milan, Hejduk, and Drury up front. Third back up, Sakic. Blake, one-timer, didn't get it. Drury taken out of the play by Chelios, got it to Forsberg. Tried to chip it wide side, he did. Loose shot, Hejduk, save! Rebound. All the way back to the Blues. Sakic gets it over to Blake again. Great tip pass down low. Drury's in front of the net now, along with Forsberg. Sakic, one-timer, missed it wide. One in front, shot! What a save! Unbelievable! Chris Drury. It bounced off and came to the near side boards. Forsberg broke his stick, and it's cleared out. Sakic got it back. Detroit could not get a line change here, but neither could Colorado.
Is this the game Dominic Hasek is going to steal? Well, he might not have to. He's got 2 goals to work with. A luxury in this series for either team. His shoulder, then the post, and then how did it not go in?
Watch, the puck is pinned up between his helmet and the post.
There. Oh. Well, you know you're living right. You know you're living right when you just back into the puck and it squeezes off to the outside of the post and not the inside.
Cleared around the far side. The power play unable to convert on it. The Colorado Avalanche, they've had a couple of chances and a penalty coming here. Gary Fraser making the call. They are challenging Dominic Hasek's stick.
You know what they're challenging? Steve Walken just told us. They're challenging The width of the blade.
They're going for a power play here.
The width of the blade.
If that stick is illegal,
And I think it's 3.5 inches.
it will be a power play for Colorado. If it is legal,
It's the other way around. Look at this. It's sliding all the way. Sliding all the way. If it slides all the way, that looks like it's legal.
pretty darn close.
And if it's legal,
It's a power play the other way.
I was glad, when they asked me for this stick, I was like, okay, take my stick. I knew it's legal. Our trainer measured it before the game, so.
Well, we had information that we're leading, that Hasek was playing with an illegal stick and down 2-zip with minute 20 on the power play. We thought that the timing was right, and like I said before, like sometimes in games you try some things that worked, and unfortunately for us, that one didn't. So that's life.
Off the near side for Lidstrom. 48 seconds to go in the period. Power play Detroit. Hull, one-timer deflected. Yzerman trying to get it over him. Hit the outside of the net. Rebound. Head one out of the net. Robitaille. The time up before he could turn it in. Adam Foote into blocking. Played back in by Lidstrom. Hit put on by Kasparaitis.
one difference by the Detroit Red Wings. They got sick and tired of seeing all of their big blasts blocked. Lidstrom faked and passed, and you're going to see a lot of that because they know that Colorado will go down to try to block.
Power play is over. Back to Robitaille. It went right straight through onto Wall. Third period, guaranteed. Going to be a good one. Red Wings with a 2-0 lead. How about this story? Detroit PR came in during the emission, said, guess what happened? First of the year, Bob Hartley, coach of the Avs, called and said, can you get us an autographed game stick of Dominik Hasek? They said, sure, and they sent it to him.
Because Bob Hartley's son Steve is a goalie and likes Dominik Hasek. Now, whether that had anything to do with the measurement, as smart as Dominik Hasek is, knowing Dominik, he might have sent an illegal stick on purpose.
That's right. What a beautiful story, huh? Because they're hurting right now down the middle. As they have lost Stefan Yelle. Out is Alex Tanguay. Out is Mike Keane. Out is Dan Highnote, all with injuries. Darren McCarty around the net, drops it off. Draper coming in. Devreaux trying to tie him up, took the puck away. Near side boards held in by Chris Chelios. Dropped it over for Darren McCarty. McCarty back the grind line, doing just that here, holding the puck in the zone with a 2-0 lead. Every second that ticks off that clock is to Detroit's advantage.
Gary, see where the play is in Colorado's zone, excluding the really short overtime in Game 2. 15 consecutive periods now, the Red Wings have had zone time advantage.
That one fanned on by McCarty, but that line never had the puck out of the zone against them. Up the other way during the line change. Hejduk a move. Hejduk in. Hejduk a chance. Rolls right into Dominik Hasek. A gentle roll. Brian.
Gary, you and Bill have been talking about Dominik Hasek and the fact that maybe this is going to be the game that he steals. Well, with a 2-0 lead, it's a lot easier to steal. But let's take a look at his demeanor throughout this game. He's been really solid in covering rebounds. He's made really good Dominik Hasek-like saves at times where he's on his back. Like this one, how he kept out, I have no idea whatsoever. But there's a lot of tension, too. Early in the game, Chelios going, okay, Dom, okay. This was after they made it 2-0. You think he's feeling nerves? You think he's feeling tension? You bet.
They get back on side. Here's Drury down the middle. Leaves it. Sakic. Forsberg, the drop pass. Far side Blake. Blake blast. Deflected in front and held on to Dominik Hasek. And that one sits right there in the dot. Comes back to Forsberg. His chance. Knocked down in front. Reinpret took Hasek down. They go back on top. Held in. One-timer. Sakic. Save made again. Rebound. Blake didn't have the angle. Could not get it on net with Hasek down without a stick. Sakic up on top. Forsberg turning it. Forsberg slowly shot through the crease. Save made on Reinpret. Dominik Hasek coming to the left.
Boy, that is vintage Dominik Hasek on those saves. The last one was sensational against Steve Reinpret.
Artie and Bravado looking into the middle. They've got Drury there. Pass to him. Drury. Chance. Hasek. Puck still loose. Rebound. Hasek trying to find it underneath him. Gets the whistle. Everybody on the ice was not only below the dots and the hash marks, they were in the crease. Fisher came away with a puck. Sakic on the back check, freed it up again. Good coverage by Maltby on Larsen. Swung around behind the net. Sakic came in. Takes the bear hug. Puck's up against the boards. Rabada came in to help out. Larsen came back to get a stick. I'm not sure if he's got his or the Detroit players. Red Wings are going to get a 3-on-1 rush the other way. Rabada trying to cut it down. 3-on-1 in the middle. Shot saved by Waugh. Whoa. Draper came up, took the shot himself. As the Avalanche again got caught back in front of their own net.
Big action in behind Dominik Hasek, and when it goes the other way, look what Hasek does. He actually came out, he's still doing the cross. That time he was trying to screen, saying, look, I get screened all the time. I'm going to screen for somebody else.
Drury leaves it. Forsberg in. Forsberg ended up being a shot as Drury got level coming through the middle.
Isolated the hit on Rob Blake that led to the injury, and it was Brendan Shanahan taking him to the boards. His shoulders were together. When he left the ice, it looked like he was hunched over. You can see him in the darkness there actually bending over.
They have been a very good road team this playoff season. They're back up. Big hit. Carey Fraser knocked down. Gets back up. Says he is all right.
Checking his head.
Adam Foote came over to ask if he was okay, and Carey Fraser's heading over to the...
And he is in the minority of the refs that do not wear a helmet. It is at their option. But he is getting the athletic staff of the Avs to check him out.
He's laughing. He's smiling, talking. He says no problem.
Of course, there are a lot of guys that would jokingly say Carey probably only suffered fractured hair.
And we'll have no idea on Stepan Yelle until Game 7 if there is one. Shot deflected. Hasek again out of the net. Run in wide by Vries.
But did he ever help himself with a poke check?
Chased down by Steve Yzerman. Poke checked away from him. Held in by Shanahan. Shanahan a shot. Save made. Yzerman a rebound. Went with him to the back of the net along with Vries.
The other thing that's happened in this series, Gary, there haven't been many consistent things in this series. One has been the improvement of Steve Yzerman skating every game.
Look at the break-in. No. Picked back up by Fisher.
Because I think Steve Yzerman's skating better in this game than he was in Game 5, better than he was in Game 4.
Another odd man rush. Shot deflected by Skula with Fedorov cutting. And mount all your offense that you can here. Behind the net, looking Forsberg. Ouch! What a collision.
That had head-on written all over it.
If he gets this one, it will be his 4th of the year. He'll tie Clint Benedict. He gets a save there on Blake's tip. In behind the net, it is loose. Center, Dominik Hasek with a stick. 12 seconds left to go. Out of the zone. It's going to be played. Clint Benedict twice. 4 shutouts in a season. And this is going to be a Game 7. Dominik Hasek has shut out the Avalanche by a score of 2-0. And this goes back to Detroit for Friday night.
The Red Wings played not only a style of a game that was designated and designed to try to win. They didn't play not to lose, they played to win. But at the same time, boy, did they play some mistake-free hockey. When they broke down, Dominik Hasek was there. Darren McCarty, again a goal scorer, another role player getting it done for Detroit. Brendan Shanahan getting his first goal of this series. A lot of positives for Detroit Red Wings, including forcing a Game 7.